So, welcome to my apartment again, this time in HD, as you can see. I just got my camera. I've been messing around with it for a little bit, so I actually had a little practice at the basic techniques of using it, and I'm going to decided to do my first HD video on the Superliners, because I've done a little work on them, and I'll just show you what that is. Ready? Here we go. Look at that. Now I've almost got all six of them lit. Unfortunately, I had a lot of trouble with the Walthers lighting kits that I got. I actually got 6 of them. So of the 6, I only managed to get 2 working. Two of the ones I didn't get working burned out, and the other 2 that I didn't get working were so intermittent that I, just couldn't get them to work. Because they'd be working when I had the shell off, and then I'd put it on, and then for some reason they'd stop working, or they'd start making weird noises, and just made me nervous I was going to burn another one out. So I sent them back, and Walthers have agreed to replace 3 of them, which is very nice of them, since they burned out. So here we are. We'll take our first look at the most impressive car, which I think this one is ridiculously good looking. This is the Lounge Cafe car, which you're getting your first HD look at. Let me just take... There we go, I just took the tripod off, so you can get a much better look at it. So, you can see the lighting is very, very bright. So much so that actually it almost shines through the plastic to the lower level. Obviously, once I paint it, that'll be less obvious. But I think with the metallic finish and the interior lighting, this train now just looks great. I'm really happy with it. Once I get all of them lit, it will look even better, of course. When people started making models of these in the 90s, it was generally Concor were the only people who were doing them, and they looked terrible because they didn't have any interiors. They were just these empty shells. So I'm really glad that I finally got a great model which has a fully done interior, and I've lit it up so it looks just fantastic, because this is the most attractive car on the train. And not only that, but it's basically the hub of activity on the train as well. If you've ever been on a Superliner train, you spend most of your time there. I did almost get one in the diner car. Now, look at this. Now that I've got an HD camera, I can show you this much better. But if I show you the tables, you can actually see that they've moulded the plates and little drinks under the table. That's still my favourite thing about this dining car, is that they've just done so much detail on it. And obviously the lettering's very nice and crisp. That has to be one of my favourite logos, actually. The Superliner logo. Just something about it I really like. So the other lit up car I managed to get working was the coach baggage, which of the lot I think actually probably looks the most even if it's not the most impressive, because the don't punch it, that's very stupid. The lower level is blanked off because it's all baggage space, so you don't get kind of a weaker light showing through the bottom, which you will get if if you light up the upper. I think I'm drunk today. I can't seem to say sentences or have cohesion, sentence cohesion at all for some reason. But yeah, the lower decks on all of these trains, all of these carriages, would not be so brightly lit if you just use the lighting on the top. You'd have to light both decks, I suppose, with one of these bars, but I don't know if that would even be possible. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good actually. As coaches go, it's pretty plain, but it does what it needs to do. It looks fantastic, and especially from a fair distance, it really does look pretty realistic. I don't know if that's exactly what it would look like in real life, because the lights would probably be much dimmer. But then again, on a model you need to accentuate things a little bit more. Things need to be slightly better defined because, well, need to exaggerate features because you can't always see in so much detail. Sleeping cars. Oops. The sleeping cars I haven't got lit up, but I will get them all done eventually, I expect. So, see you next time.